This is the book I'm gonna start reading. We're on our way to Paris. Almost in Paris.
8-hour flight.
8.5-hour flight.
Not too bad.
I think we can sleep through it. Maybe. But I brought my Switch and I also brought a book. And I downloaded Netflix shows. And Anton has his comics to keep him entertained. Wait, let's see. It's like this outside. Pretty nice. We were a little bit delayed, but now we're finally going to take off. Very exciting. Yay! We landed in Paris around noon and went straight to the hotel. My mom and I were the only ones brave enough to head out into the city that same day. Everyone else was pretty tired, so they stayed back at the hotel to catch up on sleep. We ended up going to the city and first just grabbing some lunch. We went to this little place called La Banquette Marais, which had really great food, really great vibes. It was just a spot that we stumbled upon. And then also went to grab a coffee because we knew we would need some fuel to get through our shopping adventures. I had a full day itinerary planned, but obviously we didn't get to everything we wanted to do. However, everything we did do was fantastic. It was a great time. The first stop we went to was this little shop called Merci. It is a gift and trinket shop, but it truly had everything you could imagine, from homeware to clothing to skincare to actual gifts and souvenir type of things. It was insane. It was a huge store, tons of floors, and we spent a lot of time browsing around there. After that, we basically just ended up heading to the French pharmacy. French pharmacies are really well known for their skincare, so we knew we wanted to pick up a couple of things, and we didn't think we would have time any of the other days on our trip, so we ended up going today. After that, we grabbed Thai food for everyone back at the hotel and ourselves. Once we got back, we had some dinner. The food was delicious, by the way, and I ended up doing my skincare and basically just getting ready for bed. Our first day was not that packed, but we were pretty exhausted from all of the walking and just from all the traveling in general. At that point in time, we were just getting ready to sleep, recharge, and get ready for the next day. In Paris, first day with everyone, because yesterday my mom and I came to the city and explored. I was running on no sleep yesterday, and we just went shopping to a couple of places. But today we also so far have only done shopping and eating.
Food was pretty good though.
It was pretty good.
We got an uphill battle though.
Yeah, we're currently walking to one of the souvenir type of shops here. It's been a day. I slept in a lot yesterday. They all slept yesterday. And so,
not that light anymore. You good?
Yeah, I was really tired. I slept in the latest, but it's okay. That was needed. I think we'll get coffee soon, so that's exciting. I've tried to vlog clips of stuff. I'll try to vlog more with talking. Talking is just hard.
Non, je suis pas fatigué. Ça va?
Currently, we are sitting in this really quiet street area. We came to one of the souvenir shops that I found on TikTok. Honestly, it was a lot smaller than I expected, but we did find some stuff. Now we are about to go get some ice cream because it's so hot out and I'm just sweating, and we had to walk up 2 flights of stairs, and one of them had 60 some steps and the other had 90 some steps, and it was just crazy. I was not expecting to have to walk upstairs on streets here, but we did. Ethan, what were your thoughts so far on France?
Pretty good. Hot.
Really hot.
A lot of walking.
Anton, thoughts on France so far?
I hate the uphill.
Not all, okay, you guys just happen to walk one of it uphill, but not all of it is actually uphill.
2 stairs.
Yeah, I didn't know there's
93 steps.
I felt like this wasn't even France, it was somewhere else. I don't know where, but
No comment.
somewhere with a lot of steps. We're all just a little tired. Heat tired.
Got some souvenirs though.
Oh yeah, Louis, let's do a haul. This bag holds all of our souvenir goodies. I'm gonna show you guys what we got. There's the Personally, I don't love these, but my mom got them. They are coasters. They're kind of cute. They have art on them. We got 2 of these pens that say Paris. Did it focus? Okay. And then we got, I really thought this book was cute. I can't show the inside, but it basically just has a bunch of addresses of places in Paris and like things to do. So it's like an address book. I feel like it'd be really cute as a coffee table book, so I got it. I don't know. It's aesthetic and it has like pink neon edges. Lastly, I dropped one on accident. And then the last thing, I got 4 postcards. 2 of the ones that say the Parisianer. Kind of like the New Yorker, but the Paris version. And then I got 2 of these same ones because I want to give Nourish one. So they're very artistic. I feel like I'll put them on a wall collage or something like that. That's a souvenir haul.
Expensive but worth it.
It wasn't even that.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a little. Your face is so dark. We are walking, some of us are walking back to the like Montmartre area with all the artists and stuff because we wanted to look at more of the art and I wanted to see if I could like buy a piece maybe for decoration purposes. And then there's also this church by there, so we're gonna go back and see if we can go inside and see the viewpoint. We got ice cream. No. Successful day. We saw the church and everything, and now we're heading to dinner and we're getting Cambodian food. We're officially back at the hotel. I did my skincare and got ready for bed. Everyone's pretty tired. I think we're all still a little bit jet lagged. Today was kind of a long day. Like we stayed out, even though we got into the city a little bit later than we planned to initially, we still stayed out for a pretty long time. And also like Paris is daylight until around 10 p.m. which is when the sun sets, so it doesn't even feel like it's been a long day or that it's like nighttime, but it's basically nighttime. I took like a shower. I'm trying to make sure my hair lasts as long as possible, so I haven't washed it yet, but we're gonna see. I'm probably gonna have to wash it tomorrow. I think it's starting to get kind of oily. Tomorrow we're finally gonna see the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe, so kind of the major touristy things are starting to happen now, which I'm really excited about actually. I hope I get good pictures by the Eiffel Tower, especially at night when it sparkles. That's one thing on the absolute like have to do list. I think it'll be fun. I know tomorrow's also gonna be pretty packed in terms of what we do, and I also want to actually get the hotel breakfast tomorrow, so I'll show you guys because apparently it was really good today. And they have like a little coffee machine which you can like make any type of coffee you want and stuff, which I really want to try. Anyway, I kind of forgot to film our dinner today, but honestly it was kind of mid anyway. I think that's everything for today. I'm also pretty tired. We were all kind of sleeping on the car ride back because I think after all that walking is just exhausting. There were so many stairs and I did not expect that. Good night for now. I'll see you guys in the morning. So we made it to one of the really famous like photo spots for the Eiffel Tower, and Ethan and Anton were both taking my pictures for me, and we took like an hour-long photo session, and now we're gonna actually walk to the tower. It's so busy, even though it's a Sunday, as you can tell behind me. Made it to the base of the Eiffel Tower. Our second full day in Paris was spent sightseeing and going to all of the major tourist attractions that everyone goes to while they're in Paris. Obviously, we started at the Eiffel Tower, which you guys saw earlier, and not only did we see the Eiffel Tower once, but we actually saw it twice, so you'll see it later on in the video too. After we saw the Eiffel Tower, it was already around lunchtime, so we first headed to St. Pearl, which was a cafe just across the river. It had a beautiful ambiance, really great drinks, the lemonade was really refreshing. We all needed a little bit of a pick-me-up, so this was perfect. And eventually, after we had our drinks, we headed across the street and found a spot called Le Grand Corona. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the food we got there was delicious, and there was a lot of people sitting and eating lunch, so I think it was a good choice. After that, we continued on our walk to our next location, which was the Arc de Triomphe, and on the way we saw this beautiful street filled with all of Paris's luxury stores and shopping, which was really cool to see. Eventually we made it to the Arc de Triomphe and actually spent the majority of our day here. We found a little spot on a bench and people watched and just took in the ambiance of the city, which was really fun actually. Then we made a pit stop at Carrette, which everyone probably knows and has probably heard of this place by now. They have the famous hot chocolate. I unfortunately didn't get hot chocolate, but I did end up getting a milkshake, and it was delicious, let me tell you. Lastly, we ended off our night seeing the Eiffel Tower yet again one last time while it sparkled before we headed back to our hotel. Good morning again, and welcome to our third full day in Paris, France. Here, I was just showing you guys my outfit of the day at the hotel before we headed out. I had to cut out the audio, it got a little bit messed up, but it's fine, I will be narrating for us instead. I tried to make my outfit kind of match the vibe of Monet's water lilies because that was our very first stop today. We got into line at the Musée de l'Orangerie. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. Please don't hate me if that's totally butchered, but we were quite literally the last people to get into the museum this day. We got incredibly lucky. The attendants came out and kept telling us that we might not get in because they were about to close the line at any second, and somehow we were literally the last people to get in, and I was so happy because I would have been really sad if we had missed it and didn't get to go in. But anyway, this was one of my favorite things on this whole trip. I loved seeing all of the art, especially Monet's art, but also the other exhibitions that they had going on during this time. It was just so cool. I'm such a big fan of art and art museums in general, so it was just such a good vibe. It was very quiet inside, so that's why I didn't want to film too much of me talking. But eventually, after we left the museum, we took a little walk through the gardens and finally found an Indian place to eat lunch. I think my whole family was craving Indian food, so we got doshas and just other food that really hit the spot. And eventually we walked over and made our way to the Louvre. I think you could say that today was our museum hopping day. It was a great time. Such beautiful architecture and sights to see. Update, we slept in, we left the hotel so late, but we ended up doing a lot today.
We didn't all sleep in.
Okay, sorry, I slept in on accident. I took a nap, which was needed, honestly. Next, I think we're gonna go to the Opera House, but this area is like really, really pretty. We got some really good pictures. I took good pictures of them. Maybe you guys will post on Instagram.
No.
Maybe.
We'll see. I have my 3-year or whatever.
See, Ethan said we'll see. That's improvement. Your 3-year streak. Yeah, but anyway, I think we all got good pictures, so I'm happy. Eventually, we made our way over to the Opera House, of course, but we only got to see it from the outside because, fun fact, we were actually traveling to Paris during their Independence Day. But, very cool fact, we got to see the whole fireworks show that they had for it that surrounded the Eiffel Tower. They had some really great animatronics and everything, and of course, we got to see the Eiffel Tower sparkle one more time that night, which was amazing. And then we ended off our night by stopping by at a halal cart and grabbing some food before heading back to the hotel. We made it to our last and final day in the beautiful city of Paris, France. Today was a very chill day. We did not do a lot, did not try to pack a lot into the day. The morning was mainly spent just prepping and repacking everything so that we were ready to go for the next day when we were driving down to the wedding venue. So this day, all we did was see the Notre Dame. It was beautiful. It was just such a majestic church to look at. It was crazy. But after we saw that, we headed straight to dinner. We went to this little spot called Cafe Richard's that we had found. I was really craving chocolate mousse. They did not have chocolate mousse on the menu, unfortunately, but I was hoping that at some point on this France trip I would still get to try it, and I do, which you will see in part 2 of this vlog series. Just reflecting a little bit on this trip, it was such a fun one, and this city is just so beautiful. I'm so glad that we got to experience it, but at this point in time I know that me and my whole family, we were all just very excited to see the rest of our family and see my cousins and everyone and celebrate the wedding that was upcoming. We just got back to the hotel for tonight. Today was honestly a pretty short day out, just because we had to spend a lot of time kind of prepping everything to leave tomorrow, because tomorrow we are finally driving down to the wedding venue area for the family wedding. That's kind of the main reason we're here in the first place, and tomorrow we're finally gonna drive down and we're gonna see everybody. We have like the welcome dinner and everything in the evening, so I'm excited for all of that. Today all we really did is see the Notre Dame and then head to dinner, because unfortunately the Shakespeare & Company bookstore I wanted to stop at was closed, which was kind of sad, but we made the most of it. It was fine. It was a very short day out, and then I just tried to enjoy the drive back. Since we were in the city. At this point we're all just back and getting ready for bed. We're gonna eat some of the hotel breakfast and then head out pretty early, because it is like a 5 or 6 hour drive, I think, to get to the chateau. But I think this like next part of the trip will be really fun and exciting, so I'm excited for all the wedding content that you guys will start to see tomorrow.